Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were playing our good campaign, clearing out the market square. It's now time to, maybe go kill— oh man, we are really wounded. How many potions we got kicking around? We got a few. Alright, let's do this. We also need to check our spells because I can't remember if we did our spells yet. Okay. Let's quickly take a peek here. Doesn't matter for her. Yes, we put our level 2 spells on. There's one level 1 spells on. And she gets spells per day, so it doesn't matter. Alrighty, let's
let us be off.
Head out. I think we might need to defeat Tolerant. Let's go talk to Ramian again. Let's see if we can broker a peace between Tolerant. Okay, let's go talk to Halloran and see if we can broker a peace. It's possible that we can do that. Otherwise, we need to kill one or the other to get the group on our side. Where are we going? Oh, down here. Okay. This is fine. Where is he? Is he over here somewhere? I think he's right here. I talked to Ramian. He's not your enemy. He only wants what's good for Canabras. The Inquisitor gives you a black look. I would consider these words an admission of treason from anyone else, but I don't wish to draw my weapon against she who has been given heaven's gift, and I won't, as long as you don't do anything worse than conniving with the rabble-rouser Ramian. I won't ask you to kill the rabble-rouser, but as soon as we liberate the city from demons, my faithful will hunt him down. There's really nothing dangerous in this hole. You have no reason to guard it. I won't hear another word. Demons are hiding underground and they're just waiting for the perfect moment to crawl up to the surface. Wait, perhaps you're trying to lure me away from here, aren't you? With narrowed eyes, Halloran scans you from head to toe. Perhaps you're a cultist too. Want to help your friends underground, do you? Well, you won't fool me. I won't take a single step away from here. If you keep talking such nonsense, I'll have you strung up for treason. Don't argue with him, whispers Woljef. We're better off having him stay here than guard this stupid hole than, well, you know, him being somewhere else and doing something that he usually does. Prelate, your forces are needed. Elsewhere, Tyribed, warden of the city, is gathering troops in the Defender's Heart Tavern to strike against the demons. Who now? Tyribed, that upstart warden of the city? And I suppose I've already been written off for dead. This isn't sedition. This is outright insurrection. I am loath to abandon my watch, but I can't turn a blind eye to such blatant usurpation of power. Usurpation of power? We have no hope of defeating the enemy if there's disorder within our ranks. I'm going over there right now. I need to see what this Irabeth is up to. Okay, bye. Let's go see if Ramian will talk to us some more. Tell him we fixed the problem with Halloran. We got a bunch of experience for doing that, actually. 400 experience. Not the worst amount. Our two groups have diverged a little bit. I managed to calm Halloran down a bit, but he's still hellbound to driving out of the city once the demon attack has been repelled. I suppose I should be pleased, but the idiocy, the injustice of it all, it makes my blood boil. I will leave Canabras, spin up before we fight off the demons, no matter what happens. Thank you. Here with Tyribed of the Eagle Watch is gathering survivors in the Defender's Heart Tavern. You'd be very useful there. Commander Tyribed, I do not know her personally, but her wife Anevia is a regular worshipper at her temple. I'll be glad to aid them in this fight. I have to go. Alright, we're supposed to go find his crew as well. I don't remember what any of them are. I know I found them once before, but I know they're along this area somewhere. We'll go look around. We could use the trunk to cross the gap, but I'm just going to quickly search up here.
Follow me.
I vaguely remember where some of them are, but like, it's been a hot minute since I've actually helped these people. I think they were really along the Whirlwind itself, so, or not the Whirlwind itself. This is where the Necromancer was, wasn't it? Sure was, wrong way. We found one of them already, I believe. And I know one's over here somewhere. And I think maybe the last one might be down here. We'll go take a look around anyways. Let's go back across this little athletics check. We'll save first because we don't want to waste any time or energy.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You are, Lan, thank you. Let's go see if we can find one of these people.
Let's move.
This war must end.
I don't think it goes along this particular path. I think it was over this way, but... Quickly check, this is where we saved, or let Kaylessa go, which is going to come back, possibly to bite us in the butt later. I think it's one of these people. Nope,
Follow
never
me.
mind. Thought for sure it was one. Do we actually tell that quest? We have that quest, right? We didn't do any of those. Okay. These are the two we need to find. Group of destinants have been accused. Okay, so. Highly talented singer and musician. Okay, we need to look for that. Go back this way. Let's go over to this zone here. Let's go down to this next area. And where's the last one? Okay, well, we'll find her. Can't be that hard. She's a musician and singer. Worst case, I'll just do jump cuts to where I find her, but let's go jump down into this next area here. At least we solved our hull rune things. Our hull rune problems. For now, anyways. I'm sure it'll come back eventually. He's kind of a useless idiot, but whatever. Mobility check.
It is done.
Sweet. Successful mobility check. Any of you? Nope. Okay. Just thought I'd check. Give me sweet, sweet sling
Let us
staffs.
be off.
Staves.
We will be victorious.
I'll cut you
Right.
wide open.
It's now killing time.
It's all your fault.
Woljif, no! The bless is kind of annoying. Yeah. We just have a shear left to kill. We did get hit pretty hard there. Let's, we have no healing. Alright. He's down, but we should be fine now. My group members should be able to lay waste to this group. Kill this guy.
Take you.
There we go. We're fine. Everything is okay. We do have some more rests we can do with this group beforehand. We've been very frugal with our resting with this particular group. Because of one specific thing I want to do. Although our other group made it in time too, so... maybe it'd be better for us if we
Let's
just
move.
rested every once in a while. Oh, that's more enemies. Let's...
We should move.
There's another thing we can use here. Where did it go? Oh, I went down too far. This thing. Bloop. Ooh, that was bad. Bloop. Oh, bloop. Oh my god, this is the worst. We got so many... Look at that. 2, 3, 3, 4, 8. That's just the embodiment of our garbage tier
mine.
Yet
rolls.
another obstacle.
Oh, right. Shoot. Shoot
You've
that guy.
crossed the wrong
Whoever is a shooter,
Your pain is my pleasure.
that burning arc is ruining our day. Okay, let's quickly reload that and just have people shooting at the evoker, because burning arc definitely was not a good thing for us. Definitely killed us pretty hard. Burning arc is a very annoying level 2 spell. Okay, everyone
You've
here.
crossed the wrong
Who are my
line.
archers in this group, by the
me?
way? You,
Trust in
you.
yourself.
Do I only have 2 archers? I think I do only have 2 archers in this particular group, which is not ideal.
Are we in trouble yet?
Not this year.
Meditate on your mistakes.
You and
This
you.
war
Might make
must
you feel
end.
better.
Can we retreat already?
Evoker.
Surrender or else.
Tactical retreat.
The world in crimson.
Nobody's killed him yet. There we go. Shoot the evoker too. Who do we have? Camellia? Sure, go.
All your fault.
This pain is
Oh, Camellia, you are not
excruciating.
all that good for this particular situation.
So this
She
is how
died.
it feels.
Alrighty. I should have sent my main character to do, but then the shear would have just killed Camellia instead. We need to like focus fire that stupid thing down. So
Oh,
we'll just
me?
need some more hit points. We'll just burn some more of our wand. But the worst rolls ever, come on. Give me something useful. There we go. Okay. What do we have available to us?
on me.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
We have one bull's strength, sure.
Make things right.
Really should rest at some point.
Let us be off.
Cover me, all right?
You're a good person. I like you.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Do not waver.
Well, that was an excellent
You
first
won't
shot.
Survive me.
The light. Take you.
You two shoot that one.
Surrender or else.
Okay, just shoot this one then. Okay. You and you shoot that guy.
For apologies.
What happened to him? Oh, he got monitor lizard poison. Venom, whatever. Go kill him. There we go. Alrighty, we need to rest really badly. He's still got the poison, which does con damage.
So it
We
is
can treat
restless.
wounds on him, though.
I wonder why.
Didn't fully cure him. He's still got Demon Plague. He's got so many debuffs. Oh, he's got Bouldering Injury. That's fine. Alright, well, we successfully won that fight. Kind of. Club with Nails is a +1 club with an extra of 1d3 piercing damage, which is not the worst club in the world. It's just we don't use clubs in our group.
Move.
We're almost on this zone now. I just took a bunch of garbage daggers for no reason. It's fine. The mongrel group. The young mongrel looks around in every direction but up. Maybe we should go back. This place isn't for us. It's too open. The enemy could come from anywhere. And the air is weird. Why does it keep moving so fast? Another mongrel straight ahead, gripping his blade in a trembling fist. No, not one step back. This is our test. Don't look at anything but the target. So you made it. Good to see you all. How's old Saul doing? Still waiting and thinking? Well, don't worry. He'll make up his mind soon. You won't be hanging around the underground for much longer. Right now, we need everyone who can hold a weapon. I have a plan. Go back down below. Wait at the shield maze exit. We'll get the beasts at both ends. Go back? Well, if you're sure, of course we'll go. I mean, an ambush. Good idea. Yes, I understand. We'll attack from below as soon as we hear the fighting start. The young ones are holding up well, but will they be able to fight out in the open? Even I struggle with that. Lan frowns. I hope we did the right thing. I'm gonna trust your decision, even though it doesn't come easy to me. I'm used to relying on myself, on my own judgment. But there's something about you that tells me you can be trusted. I won't let you down. You can count on me. Right back at ya. We are the Crusaders of the Underground. We will fight like our forebearers did.
Follow me.
Bye, guys. Go do your thing. Let's go see what else we can do. We have one more Murack fight to do, which is a very annoying fight. We still haven't found either of the people that we're looking for yet, but we will get to that eventually. We need to rest. I think we should probably rest at least once up here. We're really running low on everything. We have no spells. We have no... We're running low on temporary healing, or like consumable healing stuff. And there's another fight coming up too.
Onwards. I tire of waiting.
Yet another obstacle.
I'll cut you wide open.
No, inflicted light. This is bad. She's down. This is really bad. Most of our melee are down. In fact, all of our melee are down. That's worse. Okay, maybe we should rest. That aura didn't do us any favors, honestly. Alrighty, well, let's just rest then. It's time. Nope. Do that. And that's fine, sure.
How should I?
Yes, I know all about ability damage things. We did not heal
I'll make my
very
own
much at all.
legend.
We didn't have any
Trust
healing
in
spells
yourself.
left though, so I can see why that happened. Real ability. Try and treat him. Perfect. That actually worked out really, really well
There
for
is
us.
no greater
Cool
satisfaction
beans.
than in
Let's use our
overcoming a
mutagen on
challenge.
spray. And then mutagen on spray.
The challenge
Let's go kill some
overcomes
things.
you. Let us be off.
Save the last one for me.
Forwards!
Cover me already. Oh, your fault.
Mass inflict light wounds is extremely annoying. Look at all that damage. Let's go around the other side and see if we can kill them before... Kill at least one of them before they can cast inflict light wounds mass. It's a lot of damage, especially if you miss your saving throws.
Let us be off.
Yet another
Surrender,
obstacle.
Or else.
Come on, kill that one. Yay, we killed one in time. Kill the other one.
It's all your fault.
Yes, no inflict mass wounds. This is excellent. This is exactly the way we wanted this to work out.
Forwards!
And just kill the shear and we're good to go. Let's get the masterwork Bardiche or Glaive or whatever it is. Bardiche. Alright.
Let's move.
Let's go into the house. This fight sucks.
I stand.
There's no way around it. It's just the worst. I'm just gonna jam some more healing down on her. It would be really nice if I could roll slightly higher. Wasting all of our valuable thing, but that's fine.
I tire of waiting.
And let's also...
I
Together.
heed the voice of the
Who,
spirit.
me?
I'm all
Cast
ears.
Open
some
your heart
spells
to
here.
me.
Let's cast Bless
Soot is restless.
and Mage
I wonder
Armor.
why.
This
Alright,
is
she
my
should have
path.
more than enough armor class to
Follow me.
handle the first couple seconds of this fight
Did we find
alone.
trouble?
Won't falter.
No, they did.
Wait for the fireball. Go in.
Hey, your fault. Excruciating. So this is how it feels. The inheritor. Guide my
Wasn't the
way.
smoothest of fights, but I think we'll be fine. Then again, it's not getting sneak attacked. Let's just get some people up. Are you kidding me? Yet another freaking blowy uppy thing? We should focus fire him, I guess. I wasn't expecting him to have another breath weapon. Thought he would just, you know, have melee and die. Alright, you go up.
Let us
No,
be
not
off.
everyone, just you.
This is
And
my
also turn off
path.
AI for now.
We will be victorious.
Didn't turn it off fast enough.
Forwards.
Let the fireball
What's
go
that?
off.
Surrender or else.
Still got hit by the fireball a little bit. Can't get
So
past.
this is how it feels.
I should just leave. Okay, we'll play back into the room. That's a better idea. That's what we did with the other group, and it seemed to work pretty well.
I stand
A
ready.
bright future awaits
All this
us.
is off.
We should move.
I
We'll
won't
take the
let
fireball.
you hurt my friends.
What the hell, Ember? You don't have AI on. Get back here.
Pain is
The fireball follows you.
excruciating.
Did not know that. I thought it would just, you know, not follow you through walls. That's pretty impressive fireball, though. It went straight through a wall. Everyone's AI is
Trust
now
in
off.
yourself.
Okay,
This
good.
is my path.
They will break against
Ember
our
apparently
resolve.
does not care. Okay. The Brimrack is going to come over here. Apparently. God damn it, Ember, just stay here. You don't even have any A on right now. Oh, she's trying to cast Evil Eye? That doesn't make sense either.
So this is how it feels.
Come on, someone kill this thing. There we go. Alright, we're good. Let's get her back up just to make sure she doesn't die by some random AoE thing. And there we go. So the Abercan to lose.
Guide my blade.
And there's also Dretch in there somewhere. Oh, right. It's like, is no one going to attack? But then I remember I turned everyone's AI off. Except for Ember, who apparently just does not care and will do whatever she wants no matter what.
I hope you appreciate this.
Alrighty. This says, may glory be showered upon your head. Your interest in the creation of demiplanes is understandable. Any individual who has reached a certain level of power seeks for themselves a safe haven, a peaceful place for study and rest. That is why I place my high hopes in your prudence. Remember that any demiplane is but a shard of one of the true planes that typically remain under the watchful eye of the powers that be. As such, I do hope that you haven't incurred the wrath of any of the powers that hold sway over the fringe you've subjugated. As for stabilization, alas, there isn't much you can do once fragmentation and consolidation have been completed. Nonetheless, I have no doubt that you've given enough consideration to such important matters and ensured that your creation will be safe for you and your servants, unless, of course, you're preparing for an elaborate trap. Your fellow colleague, Vadrak Takwan. A Klingonish name, if ever there was one. And also there's... I didn't mean to click on that, but that's fine. We also got a sword. It's called Abrupt Force. It is a scimitar. It's pretty good. But we have nobody that uses scimitars, so that's not good for us. And now I think we've successfully mostly completed this area. I'm gonna quickly...
Let's move.
Nope, there's no way over there. Okay. We need to go find people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce around with some jump cuts and figure out where all these people are and show you guys where they are. And then we're going to head up to the Blackwing Library, which is the next place on our list of things to do. I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, after looking around for a little bit, I've discovered that we can't do this quest yet. So don't worry about it for now. We will be coming back to it though. It took me a while, but we did realize that it wasn't a thing we could do immediately. Which is fine. We have lots of time to finish quests. Let's go now to the Blackwing Library. We have some people to save. Oh wait, we should have healed. We still can. There are a couple random encounters that can occur on the way up to the library, so I'll make sure you have a little bit of healing. We are now out of Cure Light Wound Potions. That's fine. Here we go. Next character in our group, Ninio.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment.
The woman produces a crumpled piece of paper from her sleeve and takes notes.
An audience. Problematic but not critical. You there, girl. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
The woman turns to you and for a moment she focuses her wandering, distracted gaze on your face. Who are you calling girl? She doesn't care. Ed is going to do her own thing anyways.
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
The cultist finger points our way.
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Oh, I was just passing by.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause.
It seems the cultist wishes to say something, but the woman won't let him.
Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
She produces a pencil and a crumpled piece of paper from her sleeve.
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
And actually, it's Izergal, a glaive made of red adamantine.
That is correct. But still, girl, no prompting, please.
The woman turns to you with a glimmer of interest in her eyes.
This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
The woman frowns.
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
It's an aurochs, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two.
The woman throws a vague glance at you.
It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask them some more, they might still manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
The woman sighs.
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
The cultist throws his weapons on the ground in a fit of anger.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
The woman makes a note and raises her eyes.
We will be victorious. We won't falter.
One dead. Yes, I know, thank you. 2 dead. 3 dead, 4 dead. And the last one should fall very shortly here. Except that our main character cannot pathfind to save her life. In a game about pathfinding, the absence of an answer is an answer too. How vague and ominous.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level.
The woman examines the cultist's remains.
What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science?
The woman turns over the
Let's
crumpled...
proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Hold piece of paper to the blank side. You're absolutely convinced the correct answer is red and white. It is red and white indeed.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Xenobris today.
The woman makes a note on the piece of paper.
Let's proceed. Did Eredin take part in any crusade before he died?
You know for sure that Eredin died not long before the world wound was opened and the first crusade began, so no, he did not.
Your answer is correct. Eredin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the world wound was opened. The first crusade started back in 4622.
The woman makes a note on the piece of paper.
Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Aurilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the world wound, the lord of the labyrinth, or the border inquisitor of the shapeless abyss?
You're positive that Aurilu Vorlesh is known as the architect of the world wound. Number 2.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation.
The woman breaks off, looks at you, and catches her breath.
It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
The woman blinks several times. Now, can you finally tell me what you were getting at with all these questions?
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader, and I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors. This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
So you're trying to say I'm mediocre?
Yes.
Nenio scans you once again from head to toe. Why do you keep calling me girl? I have a name, you know.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Knabris isn't safe right now. Shall we join forces?
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future
Also no.
generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the
Oops, clicked off the
teachers
screen.
and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
I agree. Actually, you know I should probably go.
So my offer doesn't interest you? Too bad.
Oh.
You are the 28th person to reject it.
I wonder if we can
Could it be
recruit
that
her
there
later.
is not a single right-thinking citizen left in Knabris with a passion for science?
I wonder if there's another chance to recruit her later. I'm gonna check that out. 1 second, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I just redid the fight and recruited Nenio because I don't think you can recruit her after you tell her not to join your group, and I kind of want her to join the group because she's got a neat storyline, I believe. It is possible she would show up anyways, but I don't know that for sure, and I don't want to risk it. Let's go to the Blackwing Library and finish up this encounter really fast, and then we'll be ready to probably go save the Defender's Heart, honestly. It'll probably be that time. Then we'll go recruit Darren later on, who is going to be our Oracle, which is pretty neat. He is... Actually, he's not going to be an Oracle because he is actually evil, and we are good. We are the good guys. We're going to go ahead and cast some buffs before we get in on this, because this is definitely going to be a fight situation.
The gods have abandoned. What was it? Wanna play together?
Alright.
I stand ready.
Go in there. Talk to Caleb. A stocky knight with a head of messy black hair stands before you. His armor is spattered with blood. He greets you with a deep, booming voice. Oh, Crusaders, excellent. I'm Captain Caleb Sazamal, and these are my men. I'm about to burn these vile backstabbers and heretics here, these pathetic imitators of the traitor Arelu, who have tricked their way into the ranks of the Crusaders. The knight nods at the heap of severely beaten people and a strange elf whose appearance seems jarring for some unknown reason. Sazamal bellows threats at his prisoners, who seem to be in a state of deep shock and utter terror. A strange feeling rises up within you. It's pure instinct. You don't know what you're about to do, but you are certain that it is right. Take a look at the Ruthless Crusader. Caleb is talking too loudly while casting sidelong looks at you. You've seen similar behavior quirks before in the Liars. Examine the Crusader's armor and the symbols on it. You notice that the emblems of the armor of the two silent Crusaders belong to the Order of the Flaming Lance, but Caleb's armor bears the sigil of the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Strange then that he introduces himself as their captain. Something's not right here. Smile politely, nod, and suddenly punch the nearest soldier. That's right, death to traitors. The traitor collapses at your feet. The flask of alchemist fire flies from his grasp, but luckily it didn't break or ignite. Caleb looks at you in grim annoyance and spits on the floor. Thought I'd pulled one over on you there. Too bad it didn't work out for you. You'll meet your death in the flames with the rest of this scum. My new masters, the demons, will be pleased that I wiped out another couple of Crusaders.
Surrender, or
Oh,
else!
he's just down. Caleb's dead. Another Crusader's dead. think we're gonna be... This is way easier for this group. Oh, we have a coup de grace situation here, but that's fine. We'll just kill him. Alrighty. Let's get that. All of this stuff here basically is good for us. We need to do some inventory management really badly at some point. Next time we go to Defender's Heart, which will be shortly after meeting the storyteller, actually. We saved the people. There's no fire going on. We could free them, but we're not going to do that quite yet because we have things to do. Like looting. The most lawful thing in the world. Looting the place.
Damn!
Okay, we're going to do a couple checks. I want to do successful checks on these ones because you don't get another chance. You can't redo a knowledge world check. And well in D&D.
It's just
What is our
not
knowledge world
my
check?
lucky
8?
day.
DC 25. We need to roll a 17. We'll try one more time. It's a pretty high roll. Our knowledge world is not very good. I mean, plus 8 is not bad for level 4.
Damn! It's just not my
It's
lucky
getting
day.
worse. Alright, we don't know the wizard. It's just a wizard that built the library. We'll lose a tiny bit of experience for not doing that, but that's
Hell,
okay.
what is that?
Just gonna go ahead and loot things. This one we should be able to do this Knowledge Arcana.
Did I fail?
We need to roll a 14. We'll give it one more. We'll give it a couple shots. You know, we're not gonna spend ages trying desperately to get these stupid
Maybe I did something wrong here?
things. But we'll give them like 3 or 4 attempts each. Doesn't take very long to quick load, and we can just quickly try 1 or 2 more times.
Let us
I
be
think
off.
I did it!
There we go. Some monstrously large demonic blade fell upon the library, splitting the ruins in two and leaving an enormous black scar. It's possible that Discari himself was the one to destroy this building with his terrifying scythe, Rift Carver, which is an awesome name for a scythe. Praise Iomade, we're saved! We saved the guards. A blind elf stands before you. He looks extremely strange. His face wears its years heavily, which is unusual for members of his race. Thinning gray hair, a ragged beard, sightless milky eyes, pale papery skin covered in age spots, a spine curved by the passage of time. This is not how elves typically age. The youth that graces the faces of elves, even on their deathbed, has totally abandoned this decrepit specimen. That is an elf with a beard. I guess the worst can be found even among the best. The old elf holds out his hand in your direction in the perennial gesture of the blind, greeting you with an unexpectedly strong and calm voice. Hello, I'm the storyteller. I wish to thank my rescuers. That is you, if I'm not mistaken. A storyteller? Huh, that's the first time I've ever heard of a venerable old-timer having a street name. Sometimes a person can lose their name, but Mama and Papa are gone, friends are gone, and there's nobody to ask what it was, so instead of their name, a person can pick any word that is good. Everybody has to have a name, or do they? I don't know. Who are you? The old elf frowns. I prefer to be called the storyteller. It's a very accurate name and describes the sphere of my occupations and interests. In most of the places I've been, I am known by that name. Even when I was little, my mother and father used to tell me stories, but I have no one to tell me stories now. Sometimes Grandma does in my dreams, but I always forget them in the morning. Can you tell me a story? The corners of the blind elf's mouth slowly creep upward. For you, I may have a story to tell, but perhaps it is you that has a story for me. I want to talk to you about something. The old elf responds with dignity and courtesy, but firmly. In thanks for my rescue, I of course will render a service in turn, whatever it may be. However, at the moment, I wish to be somewhere safer than the present surroundings. My recent adventures have fatigued me greatly. I would be grateful if you could help me to a safe shelter of some kind. The stubborn set of the elf's mouth tells you that he won't change his mind. Typical. You do someone a good turn, and instead of saying thank you, they just ask for more help. Go easy on the old elf. He had a rough go of it. Yeah, because we've had it so easy. We can't not help him. If it was up to me, Grandfather Elf, I'd throw you over my shoulder and carry you out of here. This is no place for old folks. We're just going to quickly loot the rest of the library, and then we will take him back to the Defender's Heart. But we'll do that in the next video. We're going to end the video a little bit early here. I've got to go do some things, unfortunately, so I don't have time to do the whole conversation with Alan and Sela and them. We'll do that in the beginning of the next video for the good people. Alrighty, so for now I will leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or... Actually, we should talk to Clambrus. The young man with aristocratic features wipes the sweat from his brow and gives you a courteous bow. Allow me to introduce myself, Brother Claim at your service. Thank you for helping us. We thought we were doomed to perish. There is death everywhere here. Sometimes I think we're all doomed, but then death has passed us by and we're still alive. Lan looks at Ember with sorrow in his eyes, but you're an elf. You should live hundreds of years and never even worry about dying. Little elf girls shouldn't know such words. When children are thrown into the middle of a war, they learn many sad things. That's why we have to win, so that other boys and girls don't have to learn what we did. Who are you? We are Crusaders of the Order of the Flaming Lance. Our order dedicates itself to the pursuit of hidden knowledge and magical methods of fighting demons. We're searching for our leader, Sister Miamir, the Scholar. She spent the last few weeks here working day and night on important research. When the demons attacked the city, we rushed back here to find her. But it seems she left the city shortly before the attack began. Miamir, she left the city, leaving no word of where she could be found. None. She left in a hurry, without leaving any notes or orders. Why? I have no idea. The only thing that may serve as a clue is this book, the one she is studying. The knight holds out a leather-bound tome with you, or to you. Mimir's notes mention something about a stone book belonging to the Druids of Old Sarkoris. What does that mean? Stone books? The Druids of Old Sarkoris used sacred trees as books. They carved their secret knowledge on the bark. When the demons came, the Druids resorted to a dark ritual that turned the trees to stone and the Druids themselves into undead, doomed to guard their stone library grove forever. But that happened far from here in the stone wilds. It's possible that's where Miamir went, or maybe she found one of those trees somewhere nearby. I don't know. How did the elf end up in this trap? That traitor met us at the door. He seemed a faithful and passionate crusader, and we didn't suspect a thing until they attacked us from behind and knocked us out. We didn't expect such trickery. Most of our order brethren are dead, and we were desperate to believe that this man in armor was a fellow crusader, a comrade. While we were unconscious, they removed our armor and tossed us on the pyre of books. What macabre blasphemy. Ain't it always the way? You start to think you might be able to trust a fellow, and boom, he goes and stabs you in the back. But if you never trust anyone, then you'll soon become a killer just like Hulrun. That's hardly better, is it? Huh, don't start on me that now. Fine, you convince me. You can trust people, but only one in every dozen, I'd say, and not for long even then. Who's the elf with you? Is he a crusader as well? No, he calls himself the storyteller, and he only recently arrived in Kyrieru. We often saw him in the library. He is interested in the writings about early Sarkoris and the era before that. It seems the traitor caught him in the library and decided to kill him along with the rest of us. The young man's voice drops to a polite murmur. Have you noticed the storyteller is a little odd? Even for Kyrieru, where you can meet the strangest people from the furthest corners of the globe among the Crusaders? Have you ever seen such a decrepit elf before? Not just old, but ancient, with a grey beard like that? Elves don't tend to grow beards, I thought, and they don't have wrinkles. An elf with wrinkles and a beard, a detestable absurdity. Hold on there. A beard isn't the worst thing a person can have growing on their face. You should see some of the people back in my village. The worst thing growing on your face is your mouth. Please try to open it a little less often. Lan clenches his teeth and turns away with a dismissive wave of his hand. That was pretty good. Go to the Defender's Heart. There are those ready to fight back there. The city still fights? That's incredible news. We'll go to our sanctuary guarded by our order, brothers and sisters. We'll bring them to the Defender's Heart. Cool. We are just getting so many allies with the good group. It's going to be much easier to defend the city with like 800 people than it is with like the 7 people our evil group will have. Anyways, that's going to be the end of our video. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others will see you next time. Take care.